Yo. Are we live, y'all? That's a good question that I want to know. Are we live? Because I cannot tell. This is our first time doing it well. All right, there we go. Hey, yeah. I think we might be able to just pull this off. Maybe. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what? On the recording computer, I'm going to do a local recording starting right now. Okay, give me 5 minutes. Everybody in the chat, if you're wondering why your YouTube chats aren't on the screen, it's because I don't know how to set that up just yet. So if you want your chats to be on the screen, you'll have to head on over to twitch.tv/Night Attack. In fact, let me... I bet I can go ahead and... Let me see if I can fix this. There we go. Let me change this to title editor. There we go, title. Chat is... And then I hit 1 on this. Look at this. I can be taught. I'm learning. Uh-oh. Unless I screwed something up. We're all learning today. There we go. Sure. Okay. Give me 3 minutes and we'll get this thing started. You guys are beautiful people. Everybody make friends among yourselves. Introduce each other. If you're in the Twitch chat, show up in the YouTube and vice versa. Should we wait the full minute? Wait the full minute to do the thing? It does seem like a beat is about to drop. That's close enough. Hello, all you beautiful scoundrels. Hello, you demon hordes of the internet. Hello, you long-timers and new-timers. You probably know I'm Brian Brushwood. Here's the game that we're playing tonight is three things. First of all, I need to do more laps on figuring out how all the gizmos, the Niles and the Dobbs and the knobs and the dials twist in order to make everything happen. But along the way, I thought I could provide a bit of a customer service thing because the number one thing I get asked all the time is, hey, what's the, and this is my inbox all the time. I seem to remember a trick where there was a so-and-so. And the problem is, in the 1,700 episodes of Scam School and Scam Nation, we've on purpose obscured the actual magical names for things. So like if you search for the French drop, you're not going to find it, unfortunately. What you will find is a vague title that implies something cool is going to happen. Others of you guys will remember most of a routine and you'll hit me up like, I remember this part goes here and then suddenly you swap the piles or whatever. So in the interest of both me getting more flight time, running the controls, and keeping up a conversation, and two, you guys having questions that I want to answer, and a little bit of number three, not going to lie, this is a little bit of the most important time of the year for us because at scamstuff.com, we're able to promote stuff like the brand new Vox Tempest, puzzle box or whatever. So I might be able to give a few spoilers on some of that, but if we're going to start somewhere, it has to start with you guys reaching out to me, because the only way a one mic show works is if somebody is talking to somebody, because I talk to myself all day and I have had just about enough of it. So whether you want to hear more about the Vox Tempest, whether you want to track down that edge of your memory of how one trick worked, whatever it is, do me a favor. Everybody's got a phone. You could call 1-866-EAT-FIRE. The moment you hear my voice, you're going to hear a whole bunch of options. Here's the secret is if you just hit option 1, it goes straight to me. They all go straight to me. They all go to me. But I have to say, if you're calling to book me for a corporate event, then doo-be-dabba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And then you hit 1, and then it goes straight to my phone. And then most likely I don't answer because I'm usually very busy or I'm in the middle of a show or whatever. But for now, you could call. And eventually, we're going to have a sophisticated system where the phone's going to attach to this fancy board, and you'll be live on the air, and we'll be having a conversation. But for now, I'm literally just going to hold the phone up to the microphone to hear your question and talk you through things. Whether it's a card trick that you have to remember, whether it's what the keywords to look for to find out all of the NIMS that we've ever done, that kind of thing. Consider this public service hour from Brian Brushwood with the secret agenda. Oh, you would have thinked I would have had it already called up. But secretly, I do want you guys to, should you be interested, give a look to our store over at scamstuff.com, Gear for the Modern Rogue. Basically, this is the time of year where we suspect a lot of people are looking for clever gifts to give to their friends. And so we do the Black Friday thing. We give discounts on everything. Some of them are true originals that you can't find anywhere else. Others of them are where we've done bundles, where we've collected stuff that we think is really, really cool and put them together at what we think is a very good discounted price. But we'll talk more about that later. The important thing is somebody call me first. Somebody call 866-EAT-FIRE, or if you hate letters, you could call 866-462-4424, which is just 4 magic 4, because I just happened to be around when the 866 exchange opened up. Or you can Skype. Oh, Remember Skype? NSFW show. Skype would be best because then I won't have to hold anything up to the microphone. But I would love to hear from you guys. But until then, you tell me where do we want to begin? Because otherwise, much to John Tilton's consternation, I mean, unless I hear otherwise from you guys, I mean, I could kind of maybe open up a little bit of this Vox Tempest. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make too seductive. I don't want to violate terms of service with too sexy of a shot for YouTube. But many of you guys have already bought Vox Tempest. And if you don't know, here's what we do. Every year we come out with a new puzzle box. Sometimes we try to make it an extraordinary value. Like, for example, oh, you know what? Here's what I should do. I should unmute my phone so I can actually hear it ring. And same thing with the Skype. Sometimes we make it an extraordinary value, like the Houdini cell. Other times we want to tell a big, big story. And last year with the Kraken is the one that we, forgive me, we cracked the code. It once you got it open, it began a year-long ARG, alternate reality game. And on top of that, now normally you get an ARG and it's like you either figure it out or you don't. But one of the things that I really, really loved that we did was that we were very good about giving gentle hints, gentle cues, gentle nudges that kept things just enough of a mystery as you played the game out online. Oh my God, you guys, if you guys just stay quiet, you do realize I'm just going to end up opening up Vox Tempest and I'm going to get in trouble for it. And I would much rather do other things like help you with what, doesn't matter. Again, please, 866-EAT-FIRE or Skype at NSFW show. Okay, let me do this. I'll at least get a little bit of background music. A little copyright for free background music. What do you say? Okay. Ooh, that's a good question from the chat. Super Blitz 87. Will I ever get back out into the watering holes for more scams? To be honest, it was almost a bit of a blessing. No, that's like when people go to jail and they say it's the best thing that ever happened to them. Let me get back to that one. I'll explain it. There we go. Hey, caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Brian, what's going on? How are you?
Good. What's your name, man? Dyslex. All right. What are you looking for?
I had kind of a quick question. When you were sending out those emails, I think it was 10 riddles, 10 questions, something like that. Do you remember that?
I bet I can find it, but tell me the part that, yeah, go ahead.
I think they were all from the Bamboozler books, and one of them was you and I were emailing back and forth. The only one I wasn't sure I ever got correct or not was the penny, and I believe it was something like how many alphanumeric numbers and letters.
Oh, this is a perfect example of it. This is one where every time we have one of these moments, I remember where I was when we covered it. So I'm gonna see if I could do this live. If I get it right, call me back and let me know that I got it right. So here, I'm gonna hang up the phone for now, though. Okay. So first thing I do is I remember that this particular episode. By the way, the answer is there's either 20 or 21. The question that you set up is on an American U.S. penny. In fact, let's go ahead and pull up an image. There we go. And we'll say U.S. penny. You ask how many alphanumeric characters are on it. And and you will get, most people will count In God We Trust, they'll count Liberty, they'll count 2023, they'll count 1979, they'll read the back, United States of America, all of this, 1 cent. But almost nobody will remember or notice that oh, yep, there it is. It's still there. Wow, how about that? So here's a 1979 one. Let me go ahead and pull this over. In this case, the right answer, the tricky answer that you pull is the fact that the initials of the engraver are in there. And on the bust of Lincoln, there will be VDB. So in this case, we can find the exact episode, but that kind of doesn't matter, does it? In this case, let's start with, there we go. If you just type in images, US penny, VDB, then you should be able to get a nice close-up of, oh, wow. I guess it's, maybe there's not maybe if I type in close-up. So that is the tricky answer, but let's play the game of trying to find the time that Brian said that. So in this case, I usually think in terms of, hold on, where's the full stage thing? Nope. There it is. Great. There we go. Okay. So usually I think back to where I was. So I know this was back in the San Francisco days. So I'm going to go to youtube.com/scam school. There you go. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at all videos. And because I know it was in the first 2 years or so in videos, I'm going to sort by oldest first. And I'm literally going to look for the bar that we were at. And I don't remember the entirety. I know it was at nighttime. I know it was indoors. And I know it was, well, you know what? I hate to do this, but okay. And I think it was before this period. I kind of want to try asking ChatGPT and see if it knows it. Okay, yeah, that would have been too late. So it would have been before this. Oh, the problem is that you're asking one about what we called a C block, which is, oftentimes we would go into kind of wild directions on that, and they weren't really part of the main show. But I'm almost certain. Boy, some of these titles did not age well. I'm almost certain it's around here-ish. In fact, actually, that'd be a fun game, is to see if one of you guys could find it before me. Let me just type in scam school. And it probably won't be in there because it was not one of the big ones. Doggone it. I think I just got beat at the first round of this game. That's so funny. Oh man, I want to say it was like second year of scam school. Oh man, it was. I believe it was pretty close to the 100th episode, but then of course we have to go. Yeah, this is all not great live streaming, but at least you get to see me be fooled. Here, let me keep something going on in the background. Okay. Boy, it is getting really hard now. So if I go oldest first, and these first ones aren't even really in order, they're just sort of a mishmash of the first big chunk of them. But that's one to remember. The first time I found out about the Righteous Gemstones lead character or star was when our sponsor was HBO, and I had to introduce Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down. No. Oh man, I may have to admit defeat on this one. I think it was 31 or around that period, so it would have been 13 years ago. Man, got me good. Picking a B plot is a good way to mess with me. Hold on. Yep. You remember these? I think this was after it. Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, this sucks. Welcome to the stream where Brian fails on his very first try. Yeah, it would have been before all these. So it's somewhere in here. I hope that helps. Yeah, no, that would have been. This is the night that I'm pretty sure it happened. But I don't know if it was an extra bonus thing that I did. So this would have been 13 years, I guess, around 13 years ago. If you're doing the Twitter thing, oh, what a crazy time. All right. I'm going to take the L on this one, but basically, U.S. Penny, VDB, close up. Most people don't know that the bust of Lincoln has on it VDB all the way up until the current iteration. Like they put it on the bust. All right, that's an L for Brian. Brian loses a point. You win a point. Oh my! I can't believe I can't. I'm trying to remember what else we shot that night. Anyway, hit me with something else. Also, I think I was halfway through answering a question. Dislikes actually scrolling through emails to help me out. That would be great, actually. You guys can call in 866-EAT-FIRE if you're just joining us. We're playing a silly game where we're trying to figure out if Brian can remember which episode is which one. and I just got busted, I would say, on a technicality, because it was the B plot. It was a throwaway 2-minute segment, and I want to say was at the same bar that we did a you had to drink you had to draw a circle on the ground and not leave any beer behind, and then the secret was to just drink the entire beer. Yes, and by the way, El Condor Pasa 69. Hold on. Caller, you're on the air. What's up?
This is Dyslex, and I did not mean to make you do all that. It was the email pub quiz. I did not get it from a video.
Wait, no, but it was definitely on a video at one point. Oh, that's interesting. You're talking about the one where it was like 30 minutes long, and me and my buddy Justin Robert Young got a little bit faced. Helios and Hubris.
Well, see, I do not remember the video you're talking about. I was just trying to call and see if I could get the final answer, because you sent out email pub quiz, quote unquote.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. So what? Hold on one second. So what we did was I sent out, if anybody goes to gimme.scamstuff.com, you could sign up. You'll end up on my email list. And one Saturday night, I was like, hey, man, let's just do a pub quiz. Here's a bunch of questions from the Bamboozlers deck. And people responded. And Dyslex, I don't know if you know this, but like I spent 6 hours just responding to everyone saying yes on this one, no on that one, this stuff. And I, for the first time ever, got shut off by Gmail. Gmail was like, I don't know what this is you're doing, but it smells like spam, and it cut me off for 24 hours. So all of a sudden I couldn't keep going. And the only way for me to tell everyone was to send out another mass email from MailChimp saying, hey, I've been cut off. Sorry, guys. But yeah, the answer, the answer on that one was the VDB on the bust of Lincoln. If somebody has a penny on them, if you take a look, you'll notice it. It's right there in your pocket.
I do remember the whole email thing after you said that, and I never, because of that, I never got I got everything correct except for that one. You told me to try again, and I've been wondering this whole time.
You thought I was just a jerk who was like, bye, and then flew away. No, that's a really good one.
But I did not mean to make you go through all those videos. I was like, I better call him back.
No, that's great. That's great. I'm glad that we pinned it. Look at that. That's one solved. I'm gonna call that one that one a win for us. Well done. All right, take care, man.
All right. Bye. Oh, one more thing.
Oh yeah.
If you ever get the chance, let Magical Katrina know I'm single.
Okay, and he drops the mic. Well played, sir. That's the right way. That's how you do it. All right. Again, if you're just joining, we're trying to chase down all those memory worms, those half-remembered episodes. I think the trick works a little bit like this. For those of you guys hanging around, I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat with a little bit of an unboxing. I'm going to have to, if I did this right, I'd be wearing a lapel mic, but I figured the perfect is the enemy of the good. So this is our latest puzzle box. And one thing I'm super, super proud about, by the way, if you're just joining us, secretly, I'm just trying to get you guys to go to Scam Stuff to buy all of your awesome gifts over there. But every year we do a new puzzle box, and lately we've tried to create ARGs, alternate reality games, that go along with them. And this year's is very, very good. The first thing you get is what looks like a Cold War era documentation on the outside, talking about contents of Vox Tempest, currently unknown. Efforts to open have been unsuccessful. we did put very respectfully MFC B Brushwood for Magician First Class. And when you give something as a gift, a lot of times people, they're like, that's great. I don't know what this is. And so we wanted it to be very, very clear. So it's like we put on there, hello, you have received this puzzle box. Once you get it open and unlock its secrets, you're beginning a year-long adventure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then what you get is this guy that is based in so many ways on the imagery of all things, the Voyager golden record of spacecraft. We wanted to convey that it's somewhere out of time and place, that there's some kind of attempt for universal communication on there. And don't say what it is, but if you're in the chat and you have figured out how the alien script works, just give me a yes, I figured it out, or no, not yet thing, because it's really it's actually, that's upside down. There you go. Whoops, that was a hint I just gave you. It's really clever. We had to design our own font for this. Oh man, I kind of want it. You know what? I don't think it's too much of a spoiler here. Does anybody know what that says? Can anyone figure that out? It's the only hint I'm going to give you is that once you understand what we were up to, you can read it plain as day. It's less simple, or it's less complex than one might think. And it's just gorgeous, man. Ryer really crushed it, and he snuck in so many clever hints on all of this stuff. I'm gonna off screen, I'm gonna pull it away so you don't see how it's necessarily opened. But the one rule I told Ryer is, like, once you know how to open it, you must be able to open it every single time. And so just now I was able to open it. And then, there we go. And now I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to show you more than this. I guess I will. The first thing we wanted was a delightful surprise. And the first surprise you get, by the way, I showed this off to a couple of ARG puzzle box aficionados, and they're very, very sharp. So one of them immediately looked over and pointed to a section and said, "Is that a Rosetta Stone?" And I was like, "Maybe." It was pretty great. And then, but the best part is, of all the things you're expecting inside this intergalactic statement, the last thing you're expecting is a Lisa Frank sticker on a piece of notebook paper. And then when you pull it out, by the way, this cassette tape is made by the same company that there we go. Is made by the same company that does the Guardians of the Galaxy awesome mixtape. And when you put it in, you get to read it, and you get a note, and it's a very strange artifact that leads you on the beginning of your quest. Now, this is the beginning of the ARG, and I'll not speak any more about that part. There is no red herring in here. Everything is part of the story. And that's about as much as I could say without getting in trouble. But the stuff you definitely get, you get the premium edition, you get a hand-signed card congratulating you for beginning your quest from the artists who are running the ARG, who developed the box, and yours truly. And we always like to have a themed deck of premium cards in there. So in this case, we have the Theory 11 Dune deck of cards, which just so happen to just perfectly align with the aesthetic of what we're doing. And then here's the important part. We always like to have a totem. And I don't know what it is. And unfortunately, this one's already been opened, but it comes wax sealed. This totem, I like to carry something on me that reminds me of something important. And this one is special because the totem is made of earth minerals, minerals from this very property where we do all of the production. And I kid you not, we have photos. We're buying asteroids, meteorites. Apparently, there's a whole market for them down in South America. So we're blending them together, and we're creating these ingots that are individually numbered. And you'll notice that they say in the alien script, this is going to be a hint, but it says, it's Latin. It says post tenebros lux, which means after darkness, light. And the beauty of that to me is that, we all went through a rough few years, but I just love holding on to one of these and knowing that, after it's dark, there's freedom, there's escape, there's more. And what we didn't know when we put these together is that the resin used to bind everything fluoresces under a black light, and no two of them look exactly the same. It is so incredibly cool. At any rate, it's also slightly magnetic on account of the meteorites. But here, let me show you the actual deck, and then we can do some magic stuff. By the way, if you have a half-remembered trick that you're trying to track down, especially a card trick, now's a good time to go ahead and call the 866 Eat Fire. There we go. Part of also why we're doing this little live visit is so that you guys can not only see the insides of the cards, but also so we could show off the new version of the Rogues Arena, because no matter how good of a magician you are, most people when they spread the cards, it's like, but with one of these things you're able to go. And it's just a blast. Everything looks better on it. So, if you're a fan of the new Dune series, you'll recognize, the various characters. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. You got Sad Duke Leto, Sad Muad'Dib. So that is what is inside the Vox Tempest. I didn't mean to just do a total QVC thing here. I guess that's where we're at. Nobody's calling me. But the Rogues Arena, the idea is when you try to do a card trick, oftentimes what happens is nobody really respects what you're about to do. You show up with a deck of cards and you start off with an ask, which is a hard thing to do from the very beginning. Hey, pick a card. I'm like, man, I don't know you from Adam. I don't even like card tricks. What is this? But if somebody says, hey, I hear you do magic, can I see a trick? And it's like, yeah, let me get my arena. It's like, what does that mean? Hang on, we got a caller on the line. Hey, caller, what's up?
It's Trobot again. The Skype's not working.
Oh, the what's not working?
Oh, the Skype's not working. I tried that. I'm done with the Skype.
Okay. Thank you for the heads up. Yeah, then I'll not push the Skype. All right. Thanks, man. See ya.
Yeah. I don't know what it keeps saying you're offline.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right. Bye. I wonder if I am off. Oh, hopefully you guys got a little peek at a butt crack there. So the thing is, when you're doing a card tricks are everybody's first place to start learning, but they're inherently they don't command a lot of respect or authority, which is why we built the Rogues Arena. And for the first time, like they've been gone for half a decade because we couldn't find somebody to do the fine quality work that we were looking for. But we have them back in 3 colors, and the beauty is, whether it's working with cards, you have the velvet side that makes everything spread real nice, or you also have the bar top side. And the nice thing about the bar top side is, let me see if I got some coins. I was about to say he didn't, but all of your regular bar accoutrements, you're able to do things like normally. For example, one of the tricks that we taught on Scam School back in the day was how to drop a cork and have it land exactly on its side. And what people would normally do on a bar top is try to do something like this, and it would keep on flopping over on its side. But if you have the proper surface, you can hold it horizontally and, oh, wait for it. Oh, wait for it. There we go. There we go. And then get it to drop right on there. And so you don't have to worry about that particular surface. Same thing with whether you're doing tricks that involve dice, for example. There we go. Or any kind of a coin arrangement stuff. You get that perfect bar top on there. So that's part of the reason that we're so glad to find somebody who wants to do the tedious work of doing the Rogues Arena. They last forever and ever and ever. You're never going to find one as big or as plush or as easy to work with. And we've got 3 colors. Forgive the dust on this one. I've been using it a lot. But just everything looks better, whether you're doing a matchstick puzzle or any of that stuff. Just pops. Looks good. Anyway, trying real hard. Guys, I'm trying real hard not to do an infomercial here, which means if anybody wants to call, now's a good time. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up here pretty quick. I guess as long as I am doing an infomercial, I might as well go ahead and remind everyone that we have Black Friday stuff happening at Scam Stuff. Gear for the modern rogue, everything from spy gear to clever gizmos. We have all price ranges on there. The new Rogues Ring is pretty freaking beautiful. We switched from a laser etching process to a chemical etching process that just looks gorgeous. I mean, you can see how that vector art just really sings on there. There we go. Look at that. We can get even closer if I do this. Boom. But yeah, no, we're really, really excited about it. Oh man, I knew. Let's see. It says spam risk. Let's see. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
Well, I go by Dan Green as my pen name. I guess that's good enough for this.
Yeah, sure.
I love your stuff because I'm a skeptical-minded, and so I love magic and illusions and learning the ins and outs of that. And I think that really, actually, I remember it taking off during the pandemic. Is that however you say it? Can't say words apparently. When everyone got locked up, the lockup, when you had your daughter on, that seemed to people just loved the interaction between the two of you.
I'm so glad to hear that, because that was something that, to be honest, was quite terrifying, because like the whole show is about going out to the bar, and then guess what we couldn't do anymore. It was terrifying.
Go out to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the one episode, because you said if I half remember an episode, and so I half remember the one with the dice and, what's the flower and...
Oh, yeah. No. I know exactly where that one is. Here, I'll find it for you. But thank you for the phone call, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Keep on rocking the Scam Nation.
Yeah, you got it, man. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, it's interesting because he is remembering it from when it was a Josie episode. But, I think I just had an internet hiccup. Yep. Let's see. There we go. We had an internet hiccup, right? Yeah. They usually come in threes, which means probably we should wrap it up pretty soon. But yes, you guys correctly in the chat identified that it is Petals Around the Rose. And I wonder, yeah, look at that. One of the top ones that shows up is Josie solving it. I highly encourage people to watch the entire episode. It is a bit long, at about 10 minutes long, but it's just great because it's a very satisfying answer once you're there. And it's a fun game to hold that over everybody's head and refuse to let them become a potentate without earning it. Well, I'll tell you what, if you guys are digging this, it really is something I need to do more of, is just being here for you guys. And so I'll be better about trying to make it regular. And I'm going to, next time I'll make sure that I got microphones set up a little better, and it should be easier for you guys to call in so we can have conversations. But I think for now, I'm going to call this a pretty successful test flight. I will remind you again that there's only one time of the year that it's going to be Black Friday time, and there is lots of really good stuff, whether it's the puzzle boxes, whether it's the magic stuff, whether it's the escape tools or the spy gear, or if you want to click on show me everything in the store. Uh-oh. Now they're coming. There we go. Hey, caller, what's up? You're on the air.
Hello. So I'm trying to remember, I'm not even sure if this is one of your videos, but you had this, I think it was you, where it was, you would set a dollar bill on fire, and then you'd pull out a dollar bill with the same serial number or something, and I remember there was some trick to, like, getting $2 bills with the same serial number.
Yeah, that's actually the trick I did on Penn and Teller's Fool Us. Originally, that was a card trick, but they had a rule. They're like, look, man, no card tricks. We have so many card tricks. And so I had to reinvent a way to do it with a dollar bill. And in the chat, I bet somebody can find a pretty funny story of how I prepared those dollar bills that I think you're going to like quite a bit. But yeah, just look Brian Brushwood Fool Us, and you'll be able to find it. And I think that's all I'm going to say about it. You're going to like it quite a bit.
You know, I just saw someone in chat give the, okay, yep.
Okay, right on.
Thank you very much.
Cool, man. All right, I'll see you. Take care. Okay, so I'm thinking about tomorrow. trying to lure. I just now noticed that one of the items is the ultimate lockpicking trainer. So I'm thinking I wonder if my 10-year-old daughter can learn how to open lockpicks. I bet she can. That'll be interesting. Okay, all right. Well, for now, then let's go ahead and call this a successful time. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm glad that everything seemed to work. Hopefully everything recorded, hopefully everything published, and be thinking of all of your half-remembered episodes, like, there was a thing with the thing and whatever. And then I'll give you a heads up next time we do one of these. How does that sound? Does that work for you guys? He says, not really looking at the chat. And then setting up this music. Awesome. Look, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Let's have an amazing holiday season. Buy some stuff for your friends.